Hey, what's up guys? I'm BTC. Blizzard just revealed a brand new character for Overwatch. It is Moira. She is a talent agent who is a support healer. She's got these like crazy abilities. It's kind of like a mix of Zenyatta and Symmetra and Mercy and like a whole bunch of different characters all kind of like mixed together. Moira has some pretty crazy stuff. We're gonna get to that in just a second. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because anytime awesome stuff like this drops, I'll make videos and let you guys know about all the cool stuff to look forward to. So subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of it. Alright, so let's get into it. Her name is Moira. She's a geneticist. Basically, she is a talent support healer, which is pretty awesome. Now, she's got some really interesting abilities and some new mechanics that have never been seen in the game before. So, her role is support, and it says, Moira's biotic abilities enable her to contribute healing or damage in any crisis. While Biotic Grasp gives Moira short-range options, her Biotic Orbs contribute to longer-range, hands-off damage and healing. She can also use Fade to escape groups or remain close to allies in need of support. Once she's charged Coalescence, Moira can save multiple allies from elimination at once or finish off weakened enemies. Alright, so there's a lot of details that aren't actually included on the website, but I've been listening to the devs during the live streams, so I have all of that information for you. So the first ability is going to be Biotic Grasp. It says, using her left hand, Moira expends Biotic Energy to heal allies in front of her. Her right hand fires a long-range beam weapon that saps enemies' health, healing Moira and replenishing her Biotic Energy. So this is basically two abilities in one. You have the left click and the right click. So the left click is going to be the heal, and it looks a lot similar to basically what Mei's left click is. So you know how when you left click with Mei, she shoots out that little kind of ice beam cone thing? Moira basically does the same thing, except the range is a little bit better, and it heals, obviously, instead of freezing. But that's basically what it kind of does. Now, she can only heal if she has Biotic Energy, and this is a resource that she gets from dealing damage to enemies. So she actually has to deal damage on a consistent basis in order to continue to heal allies. So her right click does that damage, and it's kind of like a really long Symmetra beam. Now, it doesn't do a lot of damage, so you don't have to worry about that, but it does have that kind of lock-on mechanic. And when you're locking on, it does heal Moira, and it will recharge that metered energy, the biotic energy that she needs in order to heal. So this is really cool. This is something that I've been asking for a while. Basically a support that has to deal damage in order to heal your allies. And by the way, her healing per second is on par with Ana. So she has really good healing, but the only problem is that it has that meter. So you have to constantly balance the damage and the healing. And her next ability is Biotic Orb. Moira launches a rebounding biotic sphere. She can choose between a regeneration effect that heals the allies it passes through, or a decay effect that deals damage to enemies. So this is really cool. There's a bunch of stuff you need to know about it. So first of all, it will bounce an infinite number of times as long as the duration is still going on. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then it just kind of disappears. Or another way for it to go away is if it uses up all of its kind of charge. So if it's a healing charge, then it will try to heal for up to 300. And if it's a damaging charge, then it will deal damage up to 200. Now, another thing is as it starts healing or as it starts dealing damage, it will slow down. So what you can actually do is if it's a friendly or if it's yourself, you can bounce a healing orb off of the ground and it will slowly follow you as you're getting healed, as you're moving. Or, if it's an enemy, you can throw it at the enemy and it will start to damage them as they're running away. So it's really, really cool. The next ability is Fade. On the website, it says, Moira quickly teleports a short distance. But that's not exactly the best descriptor for the ability. In the actual game, it gives a little bit better. It says, Fade, disappear, move faster, and become invulnerable, but you cannot shoot. So, when it says you kind of teleport a short distance, it makes you think, oh, it's kind of be like Tracer's Blink, but that's not really the case. Basically, think of it as a wraith form that actually makes you invisible, like fully invisible, and you move super fast, and you're completely invulnerable to everything. But it only lasts for like a second and a half or something like that. So basically, you just burn your fade, and then you can just use it to quickly move to another location wherever you want. And her last ability is her ultimate, it's Coalescence. Moira channels a long-range beam that both heals allies and bypasses barriers to damage her enemies. So all of her other abilities basically do one or the other. It'll either heal or damage, but this one does both at the same time. So if you have a whole bunch of friendlies and enemies all grouped up, Moira can hit them all with this. Now, she'll heal the friendlies and she'll damage the enemies. And the good thing is the damage also recharges her Biotic Energy meter. So as soon as it's done, she can start healing again if she wants to. So as far as the playstyle of this character, you definitely cannot just sit in the back. It will not work because you're just going to simply run out of healing stuff and then you can't do anything. So you have to be more up close. You don't have to be like point blank, you know, like Reaper and stuff like that, but you do have to be at kind of like a medium range, and you have to constantly be involved, constantly trying to deal damage so that you can keep your Biotic Energy meter up high so you can heal them. So this is really going to work well in a more traditional lineup when you have like a Reinhardt and a Zarya and that sort of thing, because you can kind of be like right up next to your tanks, you can be protected by them, deal damage to the enemies, and then turn out a huge amount of healing. Remember, she does the same healing output as Ana, so that is like a crazy, crazy amount of healing on this character. Now, I'm not sure when this character is going to be on the PTR. Hopefully sooner rather than later. My guess is probably like next week early sometime, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. But guys, what do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links for all that stuff is down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, always, always blame the controller because it's never your fault. Also, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping to make this all possible. If you'd like to see what kind of cool rewards you can get for supporting the channel, check the links on screen and down below.